Hi, வணக்கம். Okay. Um, I said வணக்கம், right? Yeah, I said வணக்கம். Okay. I have written down the movies, the நான் இப்போ வரைக்கும் பார்த்த படங்கள், like ஏற்கனவே லிஸ்ட்ல இல்லாத படங்களை எழுதியிருக்கேன், because she's releasing, and I'm very happy about it. Um, and yeah, that's part of the reason Macarena party ported a terrorist. Yeah. Okay. I don't like. Okay. Okay. Let's just have the orange in the background. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Uh, okay. Did the terrorists just laugh? Whatever. They're annoying, but that's a fact. They're annoying. What was I saying? Okay, that's why I put Macarena in the background for the photo. And look at my teeth. I need to. Like, I just need them gone. I need to brush my teeth. It only happens when I stay alive, because then the possession goes away. Yesterday was so creepy. I'll be focused. Okay. So. Yes, that's why I put Macarena on. Do you see how annoying they are? Like that's all they do. All they do is try to ruin everything I do. Oh my god, why are they in the background? I don't like them being in the background. Okay. Anyways, so I've written that down. I've written down the rabbits. I've written down the another Puli Malayalam Pinnadi Poda. And then I've written down the Urs, Anjuru Kanji Gramangan. அதுக்கப்புறம் டாப்பிள்கேங்கர்ஸ் நேம் எழுதியிருக்கேன். அண்ட் யா, அண்ட் இப்போ நான் புது ஃபுட் நோட் ஹெட் நோட்டில் வச்சுக்கிறேன். ஹெட் நோட்டில் நினைக்கிறேன். I wrote it in so everyone can notice it. Beautiful line in the background. That blanket and everything, I know. Yeah, because Papa always wanted to cover me with a blanket. Terrorist kid. Terrorist. I have to, or I have to say it, or else they're gonna try to bomb the multiverse by saying that they're close to me and everything, and they're not. I don't know them, so yeah. At all. Like, they know me, they stalk me, but I'm trying to figure out everybody who is stalking me. Yeah. And when I see them, I know it's them, right? Anyways, so stalker's standing over there on this side now. Okay. And I also wrote down the doppelgangers, and I've written the head note of the stalker, that அப்பர் கான்டென்ட்ல இருக்கிறவங்களோட மட்டும்தான் நான் அசோசியேட் ஆகிருக்கேன்னு. I have to say it because I can't. I have to say it. It's for me to protect myself. And I'm not targeting celebrities here. That's not what I do. It's not what I'm trying to do. This is in general. Like, only people I'm associated with clearly is Abba and Abhi's Army Dash Special Warriors. And yeah, quite literally that's it. And that has to be clear, right? Because they're making me say random stuff in these videos, right, everybody? And okay, I'm not hating on non-celebrities either, because they're non-celebrities, but whatever, they're never gonna get it. But I have to say it for my safety, for my life, for my well-being. I have to be happy. I have to be alive. And for that, I have to say it, that's all. I don't think it's necessary for me to speak more about that, because I don't want to create drama. I don't want to make more issues. I mean, I'm not trying to make issues here, but I don't. Okay, that's it. Let's go on to the movies. Yeah, okay. because I don't want to talk about drama, but okay. And the thing is, because whenever I write it or say it before, it's a tweet, but then they make these videos or whatever after I sleep, unconsciously when I'm possessed, right? That's not right. It's good for everybody. And then they make it seem like what I said then about the not associated part is fake or whatever, and they do something to, yeah. And I'm not okay with that either, so that's why I wrote in the doc, it's permanently there. Unless, someone, if I won't be taking that off anytime soon. At all. So, if it gets taken off, it's a hacker that takes it off. Okay, let's go to the movies. Okay. Did I say yesterday's movies? I'm not sure. Okay. Okay, I'll just say. Okay, Tuli Nagalan, My Duty, Kanavakul Nilavu, Hindi dubbed, Varasa, Varasa, Kannada dubbed, Demasantri, Billu, Telugu dubbed, and then Beast, Tamil, I've written that down, Minsara Kanna Tamil, like the YouTube version of the on some next version at Panita, I think. Beast Tamil at Panita. Emotional line. And then Priyamuda and Bengali dubbed. Again, രണ്ട് ഹിന്ദി versions ഏക്കനവേ റിവ്യൂ വെച്ചിരിക്കാൻ ഇരുന്നത്. And then Pulimalam dubbed. I just added. Papa heard me the first few weeks. First week lay in Afghanistan. I was able to speak in the first week. I was yelling at Jay Balin and everybody else like no tomorrow because they were trying to make Akbar, they blackmailing Akbar, yelling at Akbar and insulting Akbar and Akbar because both of them were trying to take me, right? And I think within the first week or so he heard me yelling. Phone la manda meditated na Akbar. And he heard me call him Tata. And I did call him Papa too, but yeah, I was speaking like the way I was speaking in the Flying Girl video, a mix of Tamil and Telugu. And he heard the word Tata. And he was always trying to figure out what language I was speaking. I mean, he was bawling his eyes out, but he wanted to learn it because I was speaking, and he could tell I was speaking 2 languages, like my Chilam knows 2 languages. He was unbelievably proud of me, even though I never talked to him. And he knew I loved him, and he knew I loved him just as much as I loved Appa, because he heard me yelling at Jay Balin and everybody else, because it pissed me off for him, like defending himself, as much as I was for Appa. And I said something, and he's like, he thought that's my perakonda, that's my baby, and he loves that word. Yeah. There's no Malayalam dub, I think, already on there. Bele is already on there. Papa sang a song in it. And then Minsara Kanna Singhala dubbed already on there. Beast! Telugu dubbed already on there. Okay, movies, that is done. And no, not already on there, I just added that. Appa flies the scene. Okay, Appa can't fly yet. He's only able to fly after I'm alive for 3 months or a year or something. I am blabbering like no tomorrow. I don't know how we're gonna fix all this blabbering nonsense. I mean, you guys already saw me fly. So like, Uh, yo, chaos over chaos, man. I need to up I don't know how to fix all these blunders that I'm saying or doing. Yeah. Okay. அடுத்தது வந்து ooze. Okay. Um. Okay. 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 So இப்போ வந்து எழுதிருக்கிறது வந்து அனுமந்தாய். Okay. These are very confusing. ஏன்டா Google clear இல்ல. And I think it should be. And நான் எல்லாரையும் குத்தம் சொல்லல, பட் நம்ம ஊரை நம்ம தான் தெரிஞ்சு வச்சுருக்கணும். அண்ட் நான் வந்து யாரையும் குத்தம் சொல்ல விரும்பல, ஏன்னா இப்போ எனக்கு ஒழுங்காக தெரிய வருது. பட் வந்து கரெக்ட் இந்த தாலுக்கில் இருக்கு. தாலுக்கான என்னென்னு எனக்கு தெரியல. அது ஒரு புது ஒரு விஷயம் எனக்கு இந்த டிஸ்ட்ரிக்டில் இருக்குது. ஏன்னா வந்து சிலது வந்து I get there might be overlapping of certain things or there may be different physical boundaries versus different administrative boundaries or whatever. I'm learning. But the thing is, clear-ஆ அது இருக்கணும். ஏன்னா ஒரே கிராமத்துக்கு சில பேர் சொல்கிறாங்க வந்து காஞ்சிபுரம் டிஸ்ட்ரிக்டில் இருக்குது, செங்கல்பட்டில் இருக்குன்னு. சில பேர் சொல்கிறாங்க இன்னொரு தாலுக்கில் இருக்குன்னு. When this is all written down on the Chengalpattu district website as part of the Chengalpattu district, Chengalpattu revenue division, Chengalpattu taluk. Clearly இருக்கு. ஆனா ஆன்லைன்ல அப்படி இல்லை. And it should be. I think because we need to know what it has to be clear. That's why I'm like switching between writing revenue villages and villages because I'm not even sure, right? Like for one village, it says maybe Chengalpattu, but it says like 3 different taluks or like 3 different districts or 3 different divisions or like, it's just confusing, right? So only if sometimes I'm like, whatever, I think they're villages, so I'll just write it down as villages. And sometimes like maybe just revenue village. Basically, I need us for 12 partners. Can you clarify? Because you're much smarter than me. And my brain ain't working that much right now because brain dead, so this kind of takes a lot of effort. Yeah. I'm not blaming anybody. That's good. Terrorist. Okay, anyway. Yeah, whatever. It's 7 p.m. Why am I here? Why am I at a Brockbone dungeon? Please tell me why. Because I'm possessed. Yesterday, oh my god. Oh, am I being too loud? No, but that's a terrorist. Okay. Anyways, so yesterday what happened was that she's creeping me out. Okay, I was walking into the bus stop and on towards the bus stop. She was trying to deviate my concentration, but it wasn't working, so she just left. So I don't continue. Like, fuck off. It's not fudge off. It's not your video. It's mine. Like, whatever. It's their problem if they can't accept it. I have, and that's fine for me. Okay, whatever. Anyways, their problem with these going viral. I'm just happy that good is being done because of it, and she just assumed a bunch of shit in the video. And I have to learn how to de-assume it. I'm gonna learn all the mantras from Appa. De-assume everything. Okay, anyway, why is she coming in here then? Okay, anyways, I was walking towards the bus stop, right? And there's one bus that I'm supposed to go towards to go to another place to take the bus. And then I was quite literally walking. I was taking one step. I was like forcing myself to go to the bus stop so I can get to the bus. And it didn't happen. My body it's just curved. Quite literally to the other spot. I could feel the pissages in me. It was totally horror movie vibes. Totally horror movie vibes. You feel the pissages in you making you do something. Like, it's creepy. Outright creepy. And then you walk to the bus stop and sleep there. Well, I don't do that. I don't like being at bus stops. Why is everyone trying to make me go to bus stops and bus terminals at night? Because they're afraid that once all the loans are gone and no one takes a loan out at night, that they all die. My attempt at my Adam. But whatever. Okay, next is let's go. Okay, Anumantai village. இது வந்து எல்லாமே இந்தியாவில் இருக்கோம், தமிழ்நாட்டில் இருக்கோம், மாவட்டமா டிஸ்ட்ரிக்ட் One the Chengalpattu revenue, one the Chengalpattu division, terrorist. Taluku one the Chengalpattu division. So I mean, this is Chengalpattu district website la idellame revenue village nu எழுதி வச்சிருக்காங்க, but yeah, I need to ask Appa and you guys the clear definitions of this and a policy. Um, I can't waste my time on this too much, but Appa has a lot of policies, and if you're talking about me, I need to be with Appa to learn all these policies and all the politics stuff. If you just leave me alone, I would. Yeah. Anyways, Anumantai village, Gunavakam revenue village. அடுத்தது வந்து Veerapuram. I added 2 A's in there because in Tamil it was like a bit longer. Anyways, in Tamil it's 2 A's. Sound is different, whereas if I write it with 1 A rather than 2 A's. So Veerapuram village, இதெல்லாமே கிராமங்கள். ஈச்சாங்கரனை கரெக்டாக சொன்னேனா இல்லையான்னு தெரியல. And then அடுத்தது வந்து பல்லவேலி கமலம் பட்டு முடிந்து விட்டது. ஓகே, அடுத்தது வந்து rabbits. Okay. Someone trying to annoy me? Right. Rabbits. Okay. Terrorist. I'm sorry, man, but I have to. I can't let these guys bomb the multiverse by pretending to be God. I can't. So I have to say it. Okay, check spot is a rabbit, and coat varieties are agouti, black, blue, beige, tortoise, and tricolor. Next is check white, and yeah, check white. And the next is called Dalmatian, not the dog Dalmatian, but the rabbit. And the description is white with numerous little colored patches of black, blue, brown, orange, or fawn. The reason I wrote that down is that it's probably a mixture of all of it, that had the word or in it. So I'm not sure if the colors are missing, or like 1 or 2 colors may be missing, or if they're all together in every rabbit but just varies in the like how they look like exactly, like they might not be identical. Yeah, there's that. Then where the doppelgangers? Okay. For the doppelgangers, I did write that I am not, I don't know, that I'm not associated with the actual people that I wrote down, but only with their, possibly, their real doppelgangers. They're good doppelgangers and good lookalikes. Yeah, it's the truth. That's all. That is all. I just don't want to give a misconception that I know people and I don't, right? That's all. And yeah, okay, so the people that I've written down, and I did write down like what movies they're from, or like to give you some sort of reference, just in case you might, if you may or may not know these people, right? Like you may have seen them on screen, you may not have seen them on screen, and just in case you haven't, just, you know, give a reference, that's all. I'm not telling you to watch those movies, I'm not promoting those movies in any way or form. Yeah. It's just a point of reference, just in case, to jog your memory if you don't. Yeah, because some of the names I look at and I don't remember them, right? Where I saw them from. So that's why when I write a movie down, I get the point of reference from where I saw them from. Yeah. Okay. So Vikrant Masi,
Oh my goodness, this name is so difficult for me. The name of the movie, Akon Ki Gustav. I can't be. Basically, it came out very recently, and it's about a man who's blind, partially blind, and about a woman who pursues acting. Akon Ki Gustav. I haven't written down the movie in here. I wrote it on the doc. Gustav.
These aren't me dash virtual boards, so you can fill in the blanks.
Okay. And Shania Kapoor was leading lady in that one. So I wrote her name down. Vikram Masi and Shania Kapoor, they're doppelgangers slash lookalikes, intuition, is what I wrote, superscript. And then next, I forgot to check mark what I've done. I was confused because I only check marked 4, but I wrote down 5. Okay. Next is Ani Padda, and Ahan Pandey. They're both from Sayada. So they're doppelgangers and lookalikes. I know of for sure. And then Alex. I wrote this in color, so it's kind of difficult. Pettifer. I hope that's how you pronounce it. From Endless Love. And his doppelgangers and lookalikes, I know of for sure. C'est ça, c'est fini. Yeah. Okay, now let me rant for 10 minutes. There's a fucking lost kid looking at me like she's my kid, because my kids go outside, try to look for me, trying to figure out who I am and everything. Please get them. Evil ones, stay away from them. Yeah. Oh my god. They're trying to make me believe all these evil kids are mine. No, they're not. I have my own kids to take care of. Please, I don't need more kids. I want to try to kill my kids. I will take 1,000,001 good kids and more. I will not take one bad child. Ever. That's what turned back time last time. Alteris triggered that I'm gonna rap for the next 10 minutes. Whatever. Anyways, okay. What do I talk about? I don't know what to talk about. Why am I at a brothel? I don't know. I shouldn't be at one, but apparently I am. And that's not okay. They get so triggered so easily. It's just funny. Okay, pimps are weird, man. Okay, hear me out. It's a fact that pimps are disgusting, but I think remembering, because they brainwashed me into not remembering why I hate pimpism. Yes, I'm calling it pimpism now. And human trafficking. And I'm not trying to make light of the matter. You guys know this is how I am. I don't know if it's because of lack of processing, but I'm tapping right now. I'm tapping because I don't get how I'm lying down. I never used to lie down because whenever I'm like at night, it was usually only sitting or like leaning my head on my backpack like that, or leaning my head down. I started lying down when I'm sleeping. Well, no, when I was not sleeping, I'll try not to sleep. I started lying down. That's absurdity. I don't do that, terrorists. I don't do that. How do I do that? I don't do that. How do I do that? How? I don't know. I don't know, man. So that's very, whatever. So I'm tapping right now because that's how do I get stuck at a bus stop? Creepy ass spirits in me. God damn it. Bad. What was I? And then I was gonna add another one, another doppelganger. Excuse me, I forgot which one. A new one. Okay, that's great. I forgot it. Oh, okay, I remember. I'll tell you guys after I add it on the list. And was it the movie from Alme right now. I don't like. Why are they coming in my own video? Anyways, I hate this place. I was saying very important, and they keep. Oh, pimps. Okay, they get very triggered very easily. Okay, listen to me. They get so triggered. They they are so controlling. They're unbelievably controlling. Okay, they have this illusion inside their heads that they own women or children, but you can't own anybody. That makes no sense at all. Okay, this is how nonsensical they are. Okay, and whatever they their real personalities come out when they're pimps. This is their actual character. Okay, they will they will never let you. They will only pimp you out and make sure that they've this is how badly they wanted to control me. They possessed me with thousands and thousands of spirits, evil spirits. Probably millions and millions and millions and millions and how many millions of spirits am I possessed with? I'm trying to figure that out. How many? But funny. Okay. A pimp just made a loud sound because she's triggered. I'm telling you, they have issues. I think it's the pimp that I took a photo of, like a librarian here. Why? How do pimps and books go together? Please tell me, because I don't understand. How does a library and a brothel go together? Please tell me. I did this. Oh, they want me to tell them stuff now. I'm trying to stay off the streets, and I want to just is to oh, your mom. Sorry, whatever. And yeah. When did I start sleeping at bus stops? Please tell me. Dude, this is how badly they want to control me. They try to brainwash me into doing things exactly the way they want me to be. They have poison. They keep on poisoning. Keep on poisoning me. They are psychotic. Good people aren't psychotic. They can never be psychotic. These are psychotic. Their souls are psychotic. I can't do anything about it. That's their problem. They're gonna use the excuse of being okay. No, I have a mental illness, so I can kill, I can rape, I can be a pimp, I can be psychotic, I can be Joker, I can do anything I want. Manda plachal, atma plachal mak. Okay, see. So they're very controlling, and it's kind of creepy. I think I've made that fact. I think I've made that concept very clear. They have issues, and it's quite disgusting how they try to take your money. They try to make sure you don't have a job. They did this. Okay, I'm gonna admit I worked at Maple Leaf Foods, and I never wanted to go there. You know why? I was brainwashed into going there. I hated touching the meat there. I would. It was physically uncomfortable for me, and I would vomit. Oh, okay, Maple Leaf Foods. Okay, it's fine. They're the ones who created El Drama, so let me say what they did. And this is not me targeting people who have worked with meat before, right? Without knowing that they have feelings and everything. This is me saying the truth. They're the ones who put me in this situation. I was going to quit Maple Leaf Foods, right? And so they did this to me. They made sure I couldn't get another job. They made sure that I wouldn't be able to. I started feeling, right? I heard a child get raped. Never went back. Never went back as what? And they had a problem with that because I started feeling. And I started recognizing that no, this may be a brothel, I can't be here. Because I knew, right, the people at Maple Leaf Foods were terrorists within the first year and a half, though, so long time after. But even then, I wasn't able to leave, right? Which is a problem. Fuck, why is it windy? Okay. The cold windy, okay. And that's a problem, right? And they might not be the entire reason, but they're part of it. They're making sure I stay on the streets. They made sure I went homeless. I told you, right? People there did that to me. And I hated working with meat. I thought, okay, maybe there'd be vegan stuff there. Because there was vegan stuff there, but apparently it's not vegan. It's field roast. It's it's meat. It's meat. They made it taste like vegan meat, from my knowledge. It's not vegan. It's meat. I figured this out after. Okay, and they did this because at the place I was at before, I don't know why they get so triggered when I tell you guys the truth. If you make a mistake, pay for it. If you're so proudly saying, I'm a pimp, I'm a terrorist, I'm gonna blow your house up, I'm saying the truth about you. Blow your own house up. Like, so why aren't you so proud of yourself when I'm saying all the truths about you? If you're so cocky and arrogant about being a terrorist, about killing and raping and destroying and terrorizing, you don't own any planets, you terrorize planets. There's a huge difference between that. That's called terrorism. That's not called ruling a planet. And you get that, you understand that, but you refuse to accept it. No, actually you do accept it online. You just get triggered when I call you out for it. What's wrong with you? So I'm gonna say it. So no, go proudly say you're a terrorist and a pimp now. No, I'm absolutely clapping for you. Okay, anyways. So I wasn't gonna go, right? I saw the job offer, I wasn't gonna go. Right, online. But then what happened was that I wrote up I was gonna be a CM. And I wrote Appa. I remembered he was my Appa. And they had issue with Ragna, whatever her name was, she's from Delhi. Had a problem with it along with several others. And so they brainwashed me to go to a place that would make sure I forgot. And I forgot he was my Appa. For a year, and then I remembered after, right? Arabic what that happened. Yeah, and then after that it was brainwashing and millions of spirits in me already full. By then, a whole boatload of trauma, which made me, I wanted to leave that place every single day. I did not understand why I was going there. I did not want to go there. I hated working with meat. I'm like, no, I don't want to go there. Every single time I step my foot in that place, I'm like, no, I have to leave. I was possessed into working with meat. And people who try to rub my ass every three times a day, like, yo, you're disgusting. Go rub your own ass, please. Like, what? Whatever. And so go toot your horn about being a pimp now, and about working at a brothel. Please go. Or about putting humans in the mixer, alive. Go ahead, toot your horn. That's what you do. I'm clapping for you. Okay, so there's that, and then that's the issue. I started not wanting to be at a brothel in a dungeon, so I left the place. I didn't go back because I knew they were killing my rabbits. And I started saying intuition, so the Lord heard. And so I left, clearly. But I stopped saying intuition, which is why it took a year for me. I'm still in the streets. And then, what else? Yeah. The place I was living at, I heard a child get raped. Which is why you guys always want me outside. I started feeling I didn't want to go back there. It's one thing to know you're at a brothel and dungeon, and then it's one thing to feel one of your kids being raped right above you. Right? Is that it? My stuff is still there. Half my stuff is at that place for some reason. They've brainwashed me to make sure my stuff is still there. Stupid question, who are you? Okay. Everybody knows me, you don't? Okay. Whatever. Anyways. Whatever. They did say this to make sure I don't get my stuff. I'm not going alone back there. I'm going with somebody. A bunch of animals. I'm not going alone there. Creepy ass place. 920 Stargazer Drive. I said the address, there you go. One of the people that I killed as veiled not yet apparently did that to my child right above me and I heard it. So I started hanging out at other places at night that I thought weren't brothels and dungeons, but ended up already Mississauga being infested by terrorists and pimps already apparently, which I was totally unaware of until a month ago. Meaning that I did not know that every single place, every single building was a brothel or a dungeon. And so that's the reason I started feeling. And when I started feeling, I stopped sleeping. And so for that, they thought they were going to die, they were going to lose their money, they were going to go to jail, they would be homeless, they would be jobless, I would be with Abba, yada, yada, yada. So they did this to my life. Because I wasn't going to put up with it anymore. Yeah. Anyways, there's that. I don't like talking about middle big foods. It's a very negative topic. I was ashamed of working there, which is why I never said it. Because it's a meat producing faculty. And online, I was supporting vegan stuff, vegetarian stuff, and I think I got to understand that it wasn't me that put myself there. I was brainwashed to go there. Even when I went for the interview or whatever, or the orientation, I wasn't going to go to the job every single day. I was trying to stop myself from going, but I couldn't. So I think there's a difference there. And the fact that that wasn't me. I'm not the one who went there willingly. I was forced to go there, quite literally. All this talk, buzz, and Sam. Immaturity is all I can say. And so I don't remember Uppa. Well, too bad, honey, I do. Well, a lot easier my Uppa. And what else? Is there anything else? But then now they've brainwashed me to still go to brothels and dungeons after that, which is very disturbing. Actually, it's very disturbing. Yeah. I'm starting to feel it again, not wanting to go to brothels and dungeons, but they're trying to obviously, dumb that feeling every single second, numb that feeling. Numb me, my personality, who I am, my soul. Anyways, hopefully I just start staying awake now. Yeah, that'd be great, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna go now and post this. Nandrifanicum. Oh, Soulstorm Saga, I feel sorry for them. They should have just accepted your payments, eh? I mean, what can go worse? They're gonna put my stuff in collections or whatever, or throw it out or whatever. So I called them out. Independent. It's their fault, not mine. I'm gonna go. Oh, my dimples. I miss my dimples. Okay, anyways, like the dimple on my face. Anyway. Don't you wanna come? Thank you.